Hey, today I've got some news for you. There is a company out there that I have a video on before that is providing a great service to some of our subscribers. Let's see what it's all about. Roll it. Hello, and welcome to Trucking Topics Today, where we provide information for your trucking journey. Hey, if this is our first time meeting, welcome. Please take a moment to support the channel by subscribing and tap that notification bell so that you can be reminded of future video drops. Now, on with today's video. We are going to talk about SmartHop today. I did do a video on SmartHop, I would say, a few months ago, I guess, maybe 3 months ago. And out of that video, there were a few of our subscribers who decided to take advantage of their services and are very happy. In fact, one of the subscribers has, in fact, grown to 5 trucks. He started with 1 truck over at SmartHop and now has gone up to 5 trucks. So in this video, I'm going to talk to the CEO of SmartHop, and this is the interview that I had with him. Listen up. Okay, so here we are. I am with Guillermo with SmartHop, and I'd like to welcome you, Guillermo, to the channel. It's very nice to meet you. And I know you're a very busy guy, but we're just going to take a few minutes of your time today to talk to you about your company. Now, I want to let you know I found out about your company. It was probably about 4 months or so ago. I was just online. I was reading through some trucker blogs or whatever, and I saw this company called SmartHop. And I don't know what the headline was now, but it did get my attention. So I read through the whole article and I thought, wow, this is something I think could be of value to the people who watch my channel. And at the time, I only had about maybe 2,000 subscribers. And today we just hit 11,000. So the channel is really growing. And I remember that when I did upload that video, I didn't call you guys or anything. I just... I liked the concept so much that I just went ahead and just did the video. And I understand you got some business from that video, which is fantastic. And the reviews that the drivers are giving me are fantastic, I have to tell you. One of the guys, I think, has 5 trucks on with you right now, and he started with 1. So, I mean, that tells me that you're doing something right. So you were one of us yourself. I'm curious about what was your decision in starting SmartHop rather than becoming like a carrier like most of us do, right? What was your experience and challenges that led you to that decision?
Yeah, and thanks for having me. This is exciting for us because we love to share our story, but also we deeply love what we do. So this is not an easy industry. I have been in the industry for many, many years. And when you said what led me into SmartHop rather than being a carrier, I was a carrier. And so I started as a carrier. Short story, I'm originally from Venezuela. Started as a pet food delivery guy, turned that into a trucking company in Venezuela, and then decided to relocate years after to the US. Landed in South Florida. Trucking is what I know how to do, so started a very small and traditional asset-based trucking company in South Florida. Unfortunately, nobody was there to tell me that that was a horrible idea to base an over-the-road trucking company in South Florida.
Yes.
Well, I didn't have anyone at that time telling me that I shouldn't be doing that, but you know how this industry is, right? It is what it is. You had to learn the hard way. So started there, had 2 trucks at the beginning of my venture in the US. And it was really difficult for me just to have relationship with brokers. I mean, it all started because how fragmented the brokerage segment is. And I had to rely on C.H. Robinson and just a couple of other brokers, phone calls. I had a rep in C.H. Robinson and three other brokers plus a marketplace that I use. And so was I really making right decisions just looking at 4 or 5 brokers? Did I really know what I was doing, or was the broker deciding for me? Are the aligned are the incentives aligned between the broker and the carrier? And the answer is no, right? I mean, who was looking out for me? And so there was a lot of inefficiencies, a lot of payments that I could not meet, insurance-wise, lease-wise, because I was making decisions that I should have not made, right? And so that's when this all started. I built Smart Hub because I wanted to have a platform that could help those tens of thousands of small trucking companies out there that really don't have that support and that they need the right tools and the recognition to be able to succeed. And so I made the leap on now not becoming anymore an asset-based carrier, but building a platform that could help those small trucking companies succeed in a very difficult industry.
And I mean, look from that point when you first got the concept to where you are now. I mean, you are a young company, all right? You're just getting started, and I think you've made a pretty good splash in the industry up to this point. So you're growing rapidly. Tell me how your company has changed in the last 6 months and how you envision the future and direction of Smart Hop, and maybe what its role is going to be, or what you envision the role to be in the industry.
So I think we share some of the good things. When you do good things, things just happen. You said it with your followers and what has happened. Something good should be happening there, right? And so February of this year, just before COVID hit, so we could have not decided a worse moment to launch, and we didn't.
Not only Florida, but COVID hit.
Yeah, so we launched pre-COVID. We didn't know what was going to happen. But the reality is, when you do things the right way, it pays off, right? We launched, COVID hit in March, April, very hard. So there was a lot of uncertainty. And we had drivers telling us about Washington State and New York State. If you can recall, those were the hard hit states, scared about moving their trucks there because nobody knew what was going to happen. And so for them, we help them navigate even through uncertainties, right? And so we not only help them book the loads and run their back office, which is, I mean, think about back office. When you're an owner operator, the time or the effort that takes, some people might say, yeah, well, it's just one paper, that the invoice doesn't take too long. Well, you should be resting, not doing the invoice, right? You've been driving for hours. Should you get to a truck stop and then do the invoice and do the checkout with the brokers and whatnot? And so we began throughout this year with our product on dispatching and back office alone. So we automate that process for our customers. And the way that we have evolved, because we decided that our business is a business in a box. So we want to bring all the tools and the resources. So in the past month and a half, 2 months, we have included some additional products, now more on the financial side, fuel, lease, insurance, which we understand that it's not only about the top line, not only about making the right decision on the load that you take from Atlanta to Dallas. If you're paying retail rates on fuel, how can you compete with the large organizations that are paying wholesale price? How can you compete if the large carriers are self-insuring their fleets, but you're paying $16,000, $18,000, $20,000 a year per truck? And so that's how it has evolved. We have an amazing autonomous dispatcher that helps and suggests where to take your truck through your journey on the road, but also having the economies of scale for you to be able to compete at the same level as the big carriers.
And I'm hearing a lot of really good feedback on how that dispatching part of your company is working out and keeping the drivers rolling, and getting a lot of good feedback about that. But talking about drivers, that is an issue in our industry, right? I guess there's a an argument, I guess, as to, well, is there a driver's shortage, or is it really just retention? And I seem to think it's more retention. I think companies can do a lot more to retain the drivers they get. I mean, if you're going to go through the expense of finding and qualifying and hiring that driver, I think it would be in the company's best interest to do whatever they could to retain that driver, right? Because turnover comes right off. It comes right off the top. And so with retention, I'm curious, in your opinion, what are some solutions to how the industry can improve the retention process? And at the same time, how do we attract new drivers coming into the industry?
This is an amazing question because when we decided that we wanted to do Smart Hub, we wanted to help people also thrive as independent truckers and to be able to have their own businesses. And when you talk to a company driver, when you talk to an owner operator, when you talk to any truck drivers, I'll say that it's pretty overwhelming. People saying that they want to be fully independent, right? They want the freedom of being on the road. They want to be able to make their own decisions, where they stop, where they go, what they do. But the reality is that most of those company drivers either don't have the resources, they live on a paycheck, which again, it could not be the best, but they have security. In some cases, they have that security. So going independent and having your own business, it creates risk, right? I mean, you have to account for a lot of things that you don't when you're a company driver. And so what we want for small fleets is to be able to run their business as healthy as they can, for them to be able to recognize and to be able to retain those company drivers that they have on their fleets, but also to help those that want to become independent or are independent to remain in this industry. Because when you're so small, you're dependent on the spot market. You don't have big contracts. It's Nestle and AB InBev are not giving you a contract. You live on a very transactional relationship with brokers, right? And so this year has been good in the spot market, and so you should be doing good in the spot market. But we don't know how long that's going to last. And when the spot market goes down, as it did a couple of years ago, then you're in trouble if you didn't provision, if you don't have the right business structure. And so we have, even not only on our current customers, but this is very exciting for me to share, that we have brought back people that at some point were a company driver. For some reason, they decided to leave the industry and become Uber driver on the rideshare. Pandemic hit. We know what happened with Uber and the rideshare business. They are now out of a job. So now we're bringing back those previous truck drivers now without a job, bringing them back because we were able to make the relationship with companies that now are leasing a truck. We're helping them get their own company, their own motor carrier, but we are supporting their management of that business for them to thrive and for them to have a business on their own and be able to provide to their family. So we are not even helping retain, but we're bringing people into this industry, giving them what they need to make sure that they are successful.
That's fantastic, man. I love the sound of that. When I look back on my career, I didn't know anything about spot market or ebbs and flow of business. Even when I became an owner operator after 17 years, I had very little knowledge of how freight worked and the middleman and all of that. And I'm not sure if I had known that before I started, I mean, would it have, because I always have grandiose plans, such as yourself starting Smart Hop. I knew I never was just going to be a driver, right? But there are some things that I wish I had known in the beginning. So my question to you there is, what do you wish you would have known before becoming a driver yourself? And what advice do you have for new drivers coming into the industry?
So when I look back at trucking as a whole, but also my decisions in coming to this industry, and now thinking about our company as a company that provides technology and has a different way of approaching our business as a whole, is that the first thing is the demand and not having the truck, right? We think that it's easy if you have the money or the support. I won't say that finding the money is easy, but if you have the money, it's very easy to buy a truck, very easy to find a truck. What's really hard is for you to stand out and to have the right customers, meaning the brokers or the shippers, right? And so it happens over and over that people buy a truck and they think that because they have a truck, they will be successful. And what you do not know until you hit the road is that that should have been my last decision to make. Let me go and find who can give me a contract or a dedicated lane, or see if there's market for me then to go and buy a truck and do what I do. But we seem to do it the other way around. We seem to buy a truck and then find the work. And then you end up understanding that you're so small that can a broker care about a trucking company that has only one truck? Can they care? Even if they say that they care, can they care about thousands of trucking companies that has one truck? And so you end up on a queue, on a call center for each broker to try to get a load. And so it's very hard. So I would have wanted someone to tell me, hey, go and find a customer first. Go and find some shipper that says, listen, if you buy a truck, I'll give you this and that, and then run the numbers and then go buy the truck. But I did it the other way around. And I think most of the people in this industry do it that way.
Yes, sir. You just described me to a T. So, and we're talking about finding your loads and finding your contracts and so forth. But when you're new as a owner operator, I think most of us start off with leasing onto a company, and then we move on and we get our own authority, right? If you want to take your business to that level. But I'm curious what you think the pros and cons are of joining a larger carrier versus a small carrier. Becoming an owner operator, What are the pros and cons in both of those areas, in your opinion?
Yeah, so I started just like that when I was an immigrant in the US. They didn't care if I was successful in Venezuela or not. The DOT doesn't even care if I had one truck, 500 trucks, or so I started with an UMC. And when I quickly realized that insurance, nobody wanted to insure me, I had to find my way to start working under FedEx. So the way that I started was under FedEx. So the pros of working under someone's authority is that your bottom line is controlled. I mean, they already negotiated with insurance companies and fuel institutions. In the case of FedEx, we were able even to pump our tanks on site of FedEx distribution centers in many cases. And so your bottom line is control. You're getting cheap insurance, you're getting good pay on fuel, but then your top line is control as well, right? So FedEx, and not to say FedEx, the authority is who is telling you what you can and you cannot do. And so it comes with a trade-off, right? If at that point a Landstar or a FedEx or a JB Hunt, if you're under their authorities, they don't have good loads or a good opportunity, you cannot turn around and go to the spot market if you see an opportunity. So you're stuck on your top line as well. So it's kind of the way that I see it, it's kind of like a franchisee model, right? I'm controlling your bottom line and helping you on the bottom line, but the top line is also controlled by me. And so the flip side to that, where I believe that most of the people want to go, but it's very uncertain, is having your own authority. And so we all want to have our own authority for the freedom and the independence. And so it might be good for some, not for all, because now when you go on your own, that bottom line is not the bottom line that you have with those big players. Right now, it's on you to fight with insurance and get on your knees every year to renew insurance or to beg that they don't cancel your insurance next year, right? And so your bottom line, because you're so small, it's harder. But then your top line, you can decide with whom you want to work with. You can decide how many days you want to be back home. You can decide that you want to spend some time with your family, and then it's up to you to decide the future of your business. But it's a trade-off, and that's really where Smart Hub comes into play. We want to have the best of two worlds. We want to help you have your independence, your MC, your decisions supported by technology that only today the big players have, but also bring you the economies of scale, because now we're making partnerships and negotiating on behalf of not just one truck, but hundreds of trucks.
And that support that you offer with Smart Hop is so important to us as new owner operators, because we've mentioned it in this interview, where it's just overwhelming for us to come out and go through the process and get our companies legal and everything that we have to do before we can even turn that wheel the first time. And a lot of money is invested before we turn that wheel the first time. So we feel more comfortable with that umbrella that you spoke about with like Landstar and FedEx. But for those of us who took that jump and got our own authority and are now basically, we tread water because we're the small guys, like, right, 1 to 3 trucks, whatever. And you mentioned the issue with getting loads from brokers or being on their priority list earlier. I mean, it just doesn't happen. What are some good resources for these drivers, just like me, just starting out? What is your opinion on fantastic resources that can get an owner organized and get his business running smoothly?
So what I'll say is there's a couple of blogs out there and people willing to share their stories. And I will encourage anyone, if they're active or they're not, or they're thinking about going independent, to go out and talk to people wherever they are, but also online. There's a big blog called the Truckers Report, where there's a lot of conversations across the board, right? And I think when you are genuine about what you want, there are people out there willing to share their stories and help out. There's tons of resources, but you mentioned, I mean, we're getting bombarded by so many companies. This is a huge industry, right? So everybody wants a piece of it. And when you talk to a driver, they feel that they cannot trust anyone because they're feeling that everybody wants to take a piece. And that has been also tricky for us to understand, or for our customers to understand and say, well, why would I trust you guys? I mean, everybody says that they want the best for me, right? But brokers don't want the best for me. Maybe the insurance don't want the best for me. Everybody says that they want the best for me, but at the end, do they really care? If they're in the middle of two marketplaces, they're in the middle of two sides, can they be good for me? And so what I'll say is the best resource is to talk to other drivers, because everybody will have a different opinion. And so if you're thinking about going under someone's authority, go out and research people that work under someone's authority and ask about that. Don't just go to the website. Don't just sign up. Talk to people. There are tens of thousands of drivers out there. Also, it's a very lonely job, right? So people have a lot of time to talk to others, and I would have loved to do that at the beginning and talk to more people, but because you will get impressed about how people is willing to share the good and the bad. And then it's up to you to make your own decisions. What's the path that you want to follow?
That's all good stuff, Guillermo. I have to tell you, I love how you've been able to weave SmartHop into the industry just so uniquely to fill this gap that you saw. You had the foresight to see this, and I'm looking forward to great things with SmartHop. I do have one more question if you have some time. So regarding this coming year, I mean, what do you think will be the biggest industry events that are going to come along in 2021?
So definitely vaccines, right? Vaccines are going to put a lot of pressure in our industry. When COVID hit, I mean, we saw a lot of people, companies, but also manufacturers stopping their productions, right? So we're going to see a crunch when it comes to offer and demand. And so if you're already out there and if you have your company, I think it's going to be a good year. And so we should prepare ourselves to make those right relationships. If you have not already, make sure that you are set for what's going to happen next year, because vaccines are going to require a lot of movements, and some others are going to get affected, right? Because if those trucks, reefer trucks, some of them are going to the vaccines, those reefer trucks are not hauling, who knows what they were hauling, right? And so perishable. And so we're going to have good opportunities right now. Don't go crazy. I will say for people, don't go crazy, because these are cycles and we don't know how long are going to last. What we don't want to end up is as a couple of years ago with too many trucks and then too few loads for us. The bank is going to ask us to pay at the end of the month for those trucks. So make sure that you make the right decisions. But definitely, I see that 2021 for ground transportation is going to be a good year.
I agree with all of that, and you're right. It's just not the increased loads with the vaccines, but what you hit it on the head when you said, well, what are those loads replacing? And a lot of it's going to be perishable and food items and so forth. You're absolutely correct. It's going to be a very interesting year next year. Well, Guillermo, I said it already, but I love the niche that you have put your company into the industry. Your concept for the company is just so forward thinking, and you're so young, and what the company has done up to this point and what your plans are exciting. I wish you and Smart Hop the best, and you can rest assured that I will be talking about your company quite a bit. And I encourage my viewers to make some time to take a look at Smart Hop and see if their business plan, so to speak, will fit into your business. And I think you will find that it will. It would benefit you in many ways. I'm excited for the company, Guillermo. I really appreciate your time today, man. I know you're a busy guy, but maybe we'll talk again. Maybe next year, we'll get together and see how things are going at that point. What do you think?
I would love to have multiple conversations, and I want to thank you for having me, but also for the work that you do. I mean, whatever we can do to help to share stories and also to bring, and even if it's just to take a listen or share something that I have learned in my past, I'm all for it. So you just let me know. I'll be around, and definitely I want to thank you for all the work that you do, because our customers also need to hear what you say and need to understand how to be better and how to run their business in a much better way.
I appreciate that, Guillermo. Thank you very much, sir. You be safe.
You too. Take care.
So tell me, what did you think? Put it in the comments below for me. Does it sound like something that might benefit you? As I said, there's a couple of our subscribers who are over there right now and are doing well. They're happy. Perhaps I can bring a couple of them on and we will do an interview with them as well. But the link for Smart Hop is down in the comments. Take a look. It just might be something that you're after. You don't have to have all of their services, but pick and choose. I think it's an up and coming company. I know they've done I know that they have done fantastic since my first video 3 or 4 months ago. Give them a shot. Thank you for joining me today on this video. I appreciate each and every one of you on the channel. Remember, please subscribe, like the video, and hit that notification bell so that you can be reminded of future video drops. Take a look at our Trucking Topics store that we have up for you for items that you may need. The link is below for you, as well as many other links. We also have a Discord, so go and check the Discord out. The link is in the comments below. Thanks again. Until the next time, be safe.